If you guys really believe in what you're doing and you're really making a difference, which it feels like you guys feel that way, you have to tell everybody all day long.
No one can get it like me. I put in work. Y'all want a dream. I got the ethic that works. No one can get it like me. I be in the booth.
He's gassing himself out. He's all flat. Let's go, champ.
No one can get it like me.
Move too fast, live too fast, ain't no such thing as.
We're at LaGuardia, not MacArthur, as I made the mistake this morning. We're heading to DC, visit our friend Daniel and his martial arts team to help them out and do some cool social media talks and whatever else they need help on. And I just learned that the proper way to pronounce Illinois is Illinois and not Illinois.
There's no noise.
There's no noise in Illinois. So I feel smarter, and this is really what I pay Jason for, is to teach me random facts. I'm gonna go meet up my buddy Daniel. Gonna go to his school, be part of his mastermind meeting today. Should be a good time. Looking forward to it. Daniel's a super nice guy, sharp dresser. At this point in the vlog, put up a picture of Daniel because he's always dressed sharp. And that's it, man. Then we fly back home. I'm gonna figure out how to walk in the airport. for someone with like good balance and stuff, I'm like tripping all over everything. And that's it, man. Fly back home in a couple hours. Then I think me and Mike are gonna do live video tonight for the back to school bundle that drops tomorrow at 6 a.m. So if you guys bought that, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And let me know how it's going. Like if you guys are crushing it with the back to school stuff, like definitely let me and Mike know. We want to hear about feedback. And that's it, man. Jason's walking backwards on an escalator. It's pretty dope. Then I think, all right, because a lot of people, they hit me up and they're like, hey, our kids' martial arts program's killing it. We want to do kickboxing. What's the first step? My first question is, well, how many kids and what are you making? They're like, oh, we got like 150 kids. I'm like, then get 500. Like that should be the only thing. Like 150 kids is not, you know what I mean? Like that's a very small amount of money, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
I was like, so build a business that can sustain 500 people, and then if you still want to do another program, well, then you have the skills of systems, team building that you can replicate it and do another type of program. But at that point, you should be so full that you wouldn't want to do it, you know what I mean? But that's everything, right? You have to see yourself in someone else that's succeeding before you can believe in yourself. It's just human psychology. The first point of contact, whether it's on the fan page because they messaged you, or they call or they walk in, doesn't matter. You have to collect as much information as possible. You have to get to know them and build rapport and build trust before their first class, right? And with the kids, it's gonna be the parents, right? The kids, you should be able to be like, get down on one knee and say what's up and have that relationship real quick, but then you really gotta qualify yourself. So here's the thing that works against you guys in one sense. Everybody's young or looks really young, which is good. So the eyes of a parent, they're not 100% going to trust you because what kind of life experience do you have? It doesn't matter that you've done this since you were 6, right? To the eyes of Mrs. Jones, she's like, well, you know what I mean? You have to be very good at communicating and connecting with people. So the more, like, I encourage my team members to, like, things like this are great because you learn other stuff, right? I encourage my team members to have as many hobbies, interests, like read stuff. I send them books and podcasts, like listen to this shit. Like this is good stuff. Like know more about the world so you can connect to people. So you got to connect, right? You have to find out what the real reason they're coming is for. Like, is it just to do a third sport? Usually not. Usually people that sign up for martial arts is more specific than just, maybe Johnny would like it. Like it's usually, that's what I find. I don't know if you guys find the same thing. Like it's usually more like purpose driven. You got to find that out, and then you have to make them feel unbelievably welcomed before they take their first class. And that happens on Facebook. Everybody's on Facebook. If you ever did an appointment call and they go, I don't really have Facebook, you did a bad appointment call. You just did, right? If they say, oh, I I don't really have Facebook. What the hell does that mean? You don't really have it? That doesn't mean everybody has it, right? 1 out of 1,000 doesn't really, they legit don't have it, and that's okay. But in that case, is actually a way to work around. If a 10-year-old kid's coming to class for the first time and they're nervous, because because who wouldn't be nervous? Yeah. If they got a Snapchat message, like a text message to the parents, of you guys with some funny filters on your faces, saying, "Hey Johnny, we can't wait for your first class tonight at whatever," some funny voice. Yeah. That'd be really cool. Like then the parents go, "Wow, they really." You have to convey that you love your job. Yeah. People only want to be around people that are fired up about what they do, right? That's why we love Gary Vee. He's pumped about everything all the time. So we're drawn to that energy. So you have to convey that energy before they walk in, and then you have to match it, right? It can't be a gimmick. You have to actually care. You have to actually really know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So those are the biggest things. Connect, build rapport, show excitement, get them in the group, shout them out, get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen, if it's only you guys commenting on the shout out post, that's okay, but it has to be consistent. The members will comment because you'll condition them to comment. And every time they comment, reply to their comments. Yeah. Thanks for welcoming our new friend. People respond to positive confirmation. You know what I mean? Like you give Johnny a high five, he does good. Do the same thing with adults. Do the same thing with his mom. I'm serious. Like social media is this instant, for good or for bad, dopamine hit release thing that's like getting a high five. I think 75% of your work is off the mat when you're here. If you're spending most of your time on the mat doing stuff, I think there's something wrong. Classes are the smallest part of the job. Super important part of the job. Like classes can't suck, right? But they can't, right? They have to be good in quality, and you got to have good engagement. But then that has to translate online because, Johnny doesn't quit martial arts when he's here, he quits when he's at home. And if he's at home and mom's seeing all these success stories and all these things going on, and all the other kids having fun, and it's like, I gotta get him back. You know what I mean? Like she'll see the things she wants for her son in the other success stories, and it will push her to push him. You know what I mean? Like it's just constant front of mind awareness. Everything has to be in the best interest of your customer, right? Or client, I should say. So Bedros Keuilian, he has a really famous line. I love this line. Before I met Michael or anybody else, I watched his stuff, and he really changed my mindset. He said, a customer is someone you sell something to. A client is someone that's under your protection, right? Yeah. Hit me right in my heart. I was like, yeah, I'm not thinking like that, and I should be. And I'm like, but I know that that's the right way to think, But you get caught up because you copy other people, and you're like, well, they're doing it. You know what I mean? You don't think for yourself, like with your heart. And I was like, okay, if they're under my protection, everything should be in their best interest. So we don't ask anyone to do anything that's not in their best interest. We believe wholeheartedly in our program. We know it has amazing results. But even when it comes to be in our Facebook group, follow us here, it's not just, hey, could you follow us on Instagram? Well, what's in it for them, right? If you want to sell things, what's in it for the other person? That's the number one thing. So we say, so you're my trial. Cool, Dan. So I'm actually going to show you now how to win free months and cool free stuff out of our pro shop just with our social media stuff. Let me see your phone. And then I set them up. How many thousands of people do you need in one Facebook group to get 350 kids? Not a lot. 4,000 or 5,000? You'll be good for, you'll be set. You'll be set forever. That's it. That's it. As long as you don't make it salesy or pushy. You just make it an awesome online community that everybody can't wait to get involved to. Like you do the live videos on the fan page I was checking out, good quality stuff. You might want to consider doing a dual thing. Do it in the group and the fan page. Every single person needs to have 5,000 friends. If you all had 5,000 friends, that would be 20,000, probably unique, let's say 9,000 unique friends. That's it. Game over. That's all you need. Put all your content on those pages. That's it. And then add them to the group and let the group grow. I think the biggest thing I really want to stress with you guys is that, so that kid Dennis, right? Mm-hmm. He's had a massive success story? Yeah. Okay, cool. How many people know about this story? Okay, 100 people know him. That's sad. That's what's sad to me. Like you have to understand that this silly thing, the amazing work that you guys are doing every day, no one knows about it. You're keeping it here. You're hiding it. You're hiding all this amazing stuff. You're hiding every success story. You're hiding every, like that story you told about those 2 kids with the private lessons and brought you the cookie. Why the hell isn't the entire town aware of that story? That's an amazing story. You got to get louder about it. If you guys really believe in what you're doing and you're really making a difference, which it feels like you guys feel that way, you have to tell everybody all day long on every single thing on the phone. Just everywhere. Like why not? If you put 90% of your energy doing that, the rest of the stuff would just work itself out. Like I only focused on that stuff for like a year. It just blew up. You know what I mean? Because I just believed in it. But if you guys are putting out content daily on all the little successes and all the little wins, you won't have to sell anything anymore. You won't have to get tactics for your fan page. You won't need any of that crap. If you're just putting out what you guys do at scale, loud, and with confidence and be proud about it, it's going to change everything. Like that's the only thing that I do in the industry that's just a little bit different. I'm putting things out at as much as possible. And I tell Jason all the time, we're not doing even close to enough. Not even close, like, am I right? Like I get mad. I'm like, this is, like we missed so much this week. You know what I mean? Like I need 3 of him. Because I don't want anyone, I don't want anything to be missed.
I met 1,000 people, but nobody like the day ones. I write it, record it, promote it, then show it. They know it. Got the mind of a poet. I'm loaded and flowing like oceans when I come in. You know when they zoning, they blowing, they on a bow and going while I'm whipping in the foreign. Cause I'm foreign, but I'm in it now. Never quitting now. Took a little while, but my team winning now.
We're at the legendary Gaylord Hotel, Resort, Hotel and Resort in Gainesville. Oxon Hill, Maryland. Just kidding. So this is an indoor estate. So just killing time before the flight. There's even roads inside the hotel.
Was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it through the second guessing, learning every lesson, turning nothing into blessings. Now I'm doing everything I ever questioned, and I did it how I want it. They chasing while I run it. You're never gonna catch me like it's raining while I punt it. And I'm 20, but I'm feeling like a millie. Papa had to move to Philly just to
4:30, heading back to New York. Good day, good mastermind meeting. Hope that we helped everybody out. I think they got a lot of value out of the couple hours we spent. Got to see National Harbor? National Harbor. Spent a little bit of time there, checked it out. Definitely come back to that city. And now we're gonna hang out in the airport, answer some emails, get back to New York about 8:30, back home about 9:30. Get some work done, prep for the week, and then tomorrow morning, my favorite day, Monday.
yeah, they don't wanna see you shine, cause they not confident alone. All the insecurity they got be spreading through the phone. That's why the people closest to you wanna block you from your goals.
Well, apparently we missed our first flight because we were sitting there editing episodes. We didn't realize that the flight had left. But luckily, the flight that we thought we were supposed to be on is this one, and they gave us seats, no problem. So I never worry, Jason.
Was it worth it?
We're apparently in like the man cave of all man caves. Jason's in my way for the shot.
Let me take you on a tour right now of amazingness. I'm about to hijack this episode. Make sure to put my at the corner somewhere. It is intense. If you could feel the energy in this room right now, your heart would be pumping out of your chest. The electricity is about to happen right now. Unbelievable. What I really think right now what's happening is I feel like McGregor is kind of like teeing off, but it's like I feel like Mayweather is still kind of provoking him to really kind of make illegally intentional shots that makes McGregor want to just kind of feed into it more. I feel like the sense of energy is making me feel energized. Like I want to go teach class right now. Let's go do a midnight class right now.
What happened?
Beautiful.
What is that?
You know, Mayweather won a boxing match. Go figure.